2024 is going to be another stellar year for the Motu Origins line, so let's take a look at the figure assortment that will ring in the new year. Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits News. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching a Toy Habits News Brief.
A lot of stuff going on today, a lot of news, and it's so exciting because we're finally piecing together the next wave of Masters of the Universe action figures.
Yes, and finally the long-awaited cartoon collection is rearing its awesome nostalgic head.
Totally. So, yeah, we have some breaking news that concerns the fan favorite and the cartoon collection, and I just realized that they now have 3 sublines going. They have the regular Motu Origins vintage line, they have the new cartoon collection line, and then the reissues they're calling the fan favorites.
And then don't forget also the Rise of the Snake Man, so you can call it 4.
Oh, geez. Yeah, they're just...
and Rulers of the Sun that are just impossible to find, right?
But yeah, they're firing on all cylinders for these waves. And let's kick things off with 2 of the figures that are the fan favorites, and that is Merman and She-Ra that make up Wave 15.
That's awesome that they're reissuing these. These were pretty hard to get when they first came out. I remember I had to actually get this wave from Canada.
Oh, wow.
Because they were really, really, really hard to find. And only a handful of them showed up at all at any of my Targets a couple months later. So wow. I know a lot of people had trouble getting these, and it's great that they're reissuing them.
Yeah, totally. And it's weird that it seems like the Motu Origins line has been plagued with distribution issues, but it looks like the Masterverse line is aplenty at all the stores that I go to. I don't know if it's the same in your area too.
It is. There's plenty of the new Masterverse figures. As a matter of fact, I got a notification that Slushhead was about to ship.
All right.
Which is really exciting. But, you know, the funny thing that I noticed, and I think you noticed it too, Michael, is all of a sudden these old figures from the deluxe line of Origins have been showing up in stores. I saw Hurricane Hordak. I saw Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Armor Skeletor, both hanging on pegs. And those are like 2 years old.
Yeah.
So you saw the same thing, right?
I went to multiple Targets in the last few days, and I've seen the same thing. And I actually don't have a reason for why they're showing up right now, 2 years late.
Yeah, well, I think that it was probably overstock that they're catching up on, but they're putting them out on retail shelves on purpose so that they can maintain their retail presence for Origins. Because right now there's no current wave that's actually been shipping to stores. But hopefully that'll change with this new Wave 15 assortment.
Yeah, all right. And on to the cartoon collection figures. We have He-Man in the wave with a much better head sculpt than the 40th anniversary pack. Are you digging the thighs on this guy?
Oh my God, it looks like he's been like going to hitting the gym, you know, like 7 days a week nonstop. Those thigh muscles are incredible.
I'm gonna say I wish I had those thighs, but that's another story.
Yeah, I don't know the muscle group, but they did an incredible job on them. And of course, as you know, this is a new sculpt for these Origin figures because they have a taller stance to kind of reflect their look of the Filmation cartoon. As you know, in the Filmation cartoon, they were lankier than what the vintage figures were used to, you know, the little 5.5-inch stockier figures. So I think this was a good compromise for Mattel to do an homage to those Filmation cartoon characters to refresh the line a little bit and give us a slightly updated Buck, but still keeping that awesome 5.5-inch, you know, Origins look.
Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, I think the figures are looking amazing so far, and I can't wait to see more. And actually we're getting Skeletor much faster probably than I thought we would because of that Mattel Creations 2-pack that was announced the other day.
Yeah, that was totally out of the blue, but Skeletor is looking really cool, and he comes with multiple alternate heads, so you can have his like maniacal laugh, you know, his kind of like menacing look, and then his regular stoic face. But it's pretty cool. I don't know a lot about the V Friends skilled skeleton, you know, type of thing. but that's going to be more of a throwaway for anything for me. It kind of sucks I have to pay $45 to get that Skeletor figure, but of course we'll probably all buy it anyway.
Yeah, but actually, if you buy that figure, it does come with those swappable face plates. So I want to
Hmm.
see, I just want to buy it just to see how they're doing that, because not a lot of
Yeah,
figures lend itself to having like a swappable face like Skeletor because he has a hood on.
yeah. It would have been cool if they gave him an articulated jaw because they've already done it once.
Yeah,
But in this case, they are swappable faceplates, which is really cool anyway. And it took a very long time. But if you remember back in February, we were supposed to have the Celebration, the year of Skeletor. And here we are, all the way in almost October, and the Celebration is just starting. So, Mattel, you're a little late, but just in time for Halloween.
yeah. And actually, isn't this about the time they started Mo Tuesday last year too? So
Yeah.
maybe it's lining up with that. They're just Celebration they've pushed out till the end of the year.
I know it's kind of odd, but yeah, like I said, it lines up with Halloween, and they still got Skelly in here before year's end. This new He-Man head sculpt looks really great. I was a little disappointed with the one that came in the 4-pack because I don't know why, but He-Man has a look like he's sucking on like a Sour Patch Kid or something like
Yeah,
that.
like
He's
the
like
Zoolander
puckering
one.
his lips. So they did a really great job at the.
Oh, totally.
He-Man
Another
is a little less to be desired, but this one looks really, really great, and I'm super excited about it.
It does. And the last figure that's making up the assortment is the orange fur ball that is Skeletor's right-hand beast man. Beast man. So yeah, he's looking amazing too.
This Beast Man has got to be my absolute favorite version of him released thus far. And with that bright orange color on that brand new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cardback, that is an homage to the opening sequence in the Filmation cartoon. It looks incredible. And we'll get to this other point, but I already ordered 2 of these because I absolutely have to have one kept on card because he looks gorgeous.
Yeah, the cards look fantastic, and the head sculpt and just the way that they're doing
Mhm.
these figures is awesome. I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us in the cartoon line, in the cartoon collection line, after
Mhm.
we've seen these 6 figures that were revealed at San Diego Comic-Con 2023.
It's really an exciting time to be a Motu fan. Super excited about this version of Beastman. The only thing that came close to it in a 5.5-inch format was, of course, the Super 7, vintage
Mhm.
homage line that came just before Origins started. I always loved that Beastman. He was a little too shiny for my taste, but he was very cool, and of course had the simple articulation. So this one gives us all of the Origins articulation, the Filmation look, bright orange, perfect. I mean, this is my new go-to Beastman.
Oh, totally. Yeah, and another surprising thing that happened today was that these listings came up on the
Mhm.
Palmart website and they're still available to order. So the Cartoon
Mhm.
Collection He-Man, Cartoon Collection Beastman, and also Merman. And it was funny because I was refreshing the page as he was putting these on, and I was like, where are the
Mhm.
other Cartoon Collection figures? And
Yeah.
so I was like, oh, okay, let's chat with our inside source and get the skinny on this. And so
Yeah.
that's who told us what these waves are all about. And but where's She-Ra?
I don't know. Why is she not here is a very good question. Now, the one interesting thing is from the images that we did get of these, because we did get some images shared, it looks like these are single case packs. So that means the whole case is filled with just the single character. He-Man filled the whole case pack, Beastman filled the whole case pack. So I would assume it's going to be the same thing with Merman and She-Ra when she comes along as well.
That's a good theory. So yeah, I
Mhm.
like that because it just gives a lot of figures for collectors to get. And there's not the issue with a chase figure or a short
Yep,
packed case or short packed figure in a
absolutely.
case, which is good.
Yeah, and I think that they are anticipating high fan demand on these, and the reason that they packed them in full cases is because they know they're going to sell out very quickly, and people will probably want to have multiples, just as I did, because they look so gorgeous on their cards.
Oh, they totally do. Yeah,
Mhm.
they look really awesome. And it's funny looking back at the San Diego Comic-Con 2023 Mattel display, you can see like there is basically Wave 15 without She-Ra that they were putting up there. So it's like, let's put two and two together here.
Yeah, it's not a far-fetched thing to figure out that
No.
she's coming next. Yep.
No, but that's great. And I guess what they're doing now is like these figures are slotted for Wave 15 for the first part of like the first release in 2024.
Mhm.
And what they're doing is basically splitting the waves with the fan favorites and the cartoon collection, kind of like they're doing with the Rulers of the Sun line infiltrating the Motu line. I think
Mhm.
they need to be creating more cartoon collection characters, but then they also need to get the reissues out there too. And I think this is a perfect way to do it.
Yes, it actually really is, and it's going to help extend the timeline that the cartoon collection is going to be available, because by packing only 2 figures per wave, that'll buy them more time to get that whole cartoon collection probably throughout the entire year instead of just spitting it all out at once.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And I hope we're going to see some more killer reveals coming up. And I guess Toy Fair is around the corner too. So anything's possible, right?
Absolutely, I can't wait to see what they have in store for us at Toy Fair.
Totally. And of course, Mattel reserves the right to change up these assortments, but this is the most up to date information we have to go on right now.
Yeah, and I think it's super exciting for fans. And if you want to learn more or check out the links so that you could order your very own cartoon collection or fan favorite merman, go to toyhabits.com, check out this article. All the links are there for you. And I just can't wait to get these in hand.
I can't wait either. And let us know what you all think about this wave in the comments below. And thanks for tuning into this Toy Habits News Brief.